Uh, I don't know what happened. My computer froze. My computer just died. Locked up, shut off, restarted. Um, Hopefully everyone filters back in. Um, I was winning. You see they play some dirty. They playing some dirty tricks, man. What the hell? What the hell? Um, Funny how I'm wearing the beginning. This is the beginning of the end. This was not planned. This was not planned. Uh, Sometimes I feel like when the video's cut out that I basically said all I needed to said. I tend to go in circles and ramble a lot. I think it's because my thoughts don't actually develop until I'm actually saying them out loud. And then I think, oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say. And then I say it over again in a different way. So I basically said everything I need to say. So let's just say it ended at the peak, which is funny because that was one hack that all right, this is not going to be at all about the last video, and I'll end on this. It's completely sidetracked, but it's an interesting thought. You guys might like it. You know how we talk about the law of rhythm where things always swing from, we can't stop the law of rhythm, but we can rise above it. So you're never going to be happy for the rest of your life. You're never going to be in love for the rest of your life. You're never going to be sad for the rest of your life. Like things always swing. Um, Even if that swing takes a really fucking long time to finish, like it eventually will finish. Um, oh yeah, as far as the video ending at the apex, that's what I was thinking. So it's like, all right, you have the swing that goes back and forth, right? You say it goes to the left and then it goes to the right, like that big ship at the carnivals that go left and right. So I thought, how could you fix this? How could you correct that? You don't go to not get stuck on the same swing. Well, the Hermetic philosophy says that while you can't stop the swing, you can rise above the swing. So the swing's going, well, how do you rise above the swing? So I was like in my head trying to think of, because that it create imagination is the key to everything. If you can imagine it, it can be done. But you have to be able to imagine it first. Otherwise, you can't manifest if you can't imagine it. So say the ship goes up to this side. What if you jumped off the ship at its highest point and you met the next ship at its lowest point? So you don't negate the swing, you don't negate that you have to experience the other side of the pole. But what you have done is you've jumped ship at the highest point so that when the ship goes backwards, you don't get caught with it to go to the other side. But you're at the low point of the ship at the next level. So yeah, you're at a low point again, but it's a hopeful low point because you're on a new level altogether. So the next ship up is swinging back and forth. So yeah, you might hit a low point with that ship, but you're still above the ship underneath you because you've ascended. You've gone to the next plane. You've gone to the next realm, or you've gone to the next fucking whatever. And then the same thing happens. Like, all right, I don't want to get stuck here. I keep going back and forth, and you wait for the next one to come. Like, oh, I'm at the apex. Jump ship. Bam, you jump off, so that you're at the next plane again. You know what I mean? So you're not negating law. You're just using law against itself on your journey ever upward. And I thought of that because that last video got cut off in the heat of it. So I was like, maybe that was a good spot to end. Like, um, I think the I used that example in my book, but the other example I used was like knowing when to leave a party. Like you don't want to be the last person at a party. That's unless if you're an average person at a party, you don't want to be the last one there. It's weird. Like you don't want to be a lingerer. You leave the party when you're at its height of fun. You know what I mean? Which seems kind of sad because we want to see things out. We want to see things through, like we want to be there at the end. But the end is the end. It's kind of sad at the end. Whereas if you leave at the apex, then you leave with good feelings, you leave with good vibes, you leave high in spirit and in energy. You're walking home. I used to do that in college. I would just dip, like, without even saying anything. There's a word for it. I just be like, yeah, kill him. Like, all right, I'm out of here. And I would just walk home, like, in a half drunken stupor with like my headphones in. I'm just walking back to my apartment because we used to all live next to each other. Walking back to the apartment, just high on life, looking at the Milky Way. It's like jamming to the tunes. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just hop, skip, jumping my way home, my happy ass home. I don't know. It's just a thought, just a passing thought. But thanks for chilling, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Happy Father's Day. So there's going to be a plant medicine retreat if you guys are in California on July 11th, whatever that weekend is, July 11th, 12th, 13th, 10th, something around there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, plant medicine retreat. Mama Aya, Fufo, San Pedro Cactus, Combo, if you guys are familiar with that. It'll be 2 nights, 3 days, leave on Sunday. They cook for you, there's food, there's not too many accommodations. We're just on my private land, so we're just nobody around us. It's wonderful. We had our first successful one. I think there was 23 people in total there. 17 were participants of the plant medicine ceremony, and then the remainder were the shaman, the plant medicine man, and his what do they call him? Like his crew, his circle of healers. And then, so that's in July, and then in August there will be a peyote ceremony. It's probably somewhere around the mid of August. This the same. I think it's the 13th. It's the middle of August. So at this rate, we're going monthly. The peyote one might be sold out because he was telling me that he's already got 30 people lined up for it. So if you guys are interested in that, like again, we're in Central California coast, but Santa Barbara County, so it's like northern Southern California coast, Santa Barbara. If you guys know about it, hit me with the email. That should be it. Any other things? Anyone want to say anything else? Anything else going on out there? Hey, limitless light, quit while you're ahead. There you go. I totally forgot. See, there's even a saying for it, to quit while you're ahead. I like that. I like that. Well said, limitless light. Well said. Conversation under an orange tree. Yes. Shargi, what up? I'm also stoked. I'm going to be releasing, as if I did any of the work. Shargin Zangana, if I'm pronouncing that right, is building a website for me. And I'm stoked that it will be finished soon. It would have been done a lot faster if I would have given Shargin his materials faster. Sorry about that, but I'm stoked. So we'll have a Man of Letters. I'm not sure what it's going to be titled yet. I don't know if Man of Letters is available, but anywho, the website looks amazing. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked on that. Nice, Yesenia. Those Hermetic. Yesenia says that it was her favorite video, and she dropped mad info. I know the Hermetics is my favorite. I can talk till I'm blue in the face about the Hermetic philosophy and the 7 laws of existence that guide it. Oh, the thing I wanted to say at the end of that video was, I don't make these videos. I live my life and I think my thoughts in a way that creates sort of the world that I want to see become manifest, but by no means do I say that that's what you guys should do. I'm not saying you guys have to be anything. Well, the whole purpose of me making these videos and talking about these things is to just put sovereignty back into people's lives, so that whether or not someone wants to eat a pizza or go vegan, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what world they're creating, which sounds kind of dark, but it's also like, if you're gonna do some shit, do it. You know what I mean? Do it well and do it thoroughly, whatever it is that you decide to do. And if you're not sure if what you're doing is the right thing, then fuck it. Still give it 110. There's no point in doing something half-ass. You know what I mean? Because you'll fail regardless if you do something half-ass. So, as an athlete, my coach told me something that will stick to me probably until the day I die. So I played baseball as a catcher. It was my job to know everything. It was my job to know everyone's position on the field. There's 9 people on the field. I had to know what all 9 of those people had to do in any given situation. Who they're throwing the ball to, where they're going, where they're lining up, who they're backing up, where the runner's going. So I know where the ball needs to go, how fast the runner is, how fast the runner is behind that runner. So maybe we can get the guy on the backside. And so basically, there's 60 decisions I could make at any given point in time. So I would freeze. As a younger athlete, I would freeze because I wouldn't know what decision to make. I didn't know what was, in other words, I didn't know what the right decision was. And my coach fucking shooted me out. God damn it, Keith, make a fucking decision. Like, rah, rah, rah. And I was like, eh. And then he chilled and he said, I don't care if you make the right decision or if you make the wrong decision. We'll learn what is right and wrong. What I need for you to do first is to make a decision, period. Right? I don't care if you make the wrong one. We can fix that. But I can't fix what was never done in the first place. And so I thought, it's weird. I'm like, feel like I'm like tearing up just saying that because that's how powerful that was for me at the time and still is today. It's like, just make a fucking decision. Like, take all the information you have. You guys have studied your whole lives. You've done your meditating. You've done your yoga classes. You've taken your psychedelics. You've sat with ayahuasca. You've watched fucking David Icke a million times. You've done the work, right? You'll never be ready 100% for something, but you can make a decision given everything you know and everything you've been through. And that's why I harp so much on not believing that everything is subjective, and acknowledging the darkness so that you have a proper compass. You know, it's nice to know, it's nice to have something you're running towards and something that you're avoiding. You know what I mean? It's just, it's more helpful that way. So on that note, thank you guys for chilling. And I don't think you had anything else to say, right? Did I cut anybody off? Oh, you need to pay. It's $550 per person for the retreat, and it's, like I said, it's 2 nights, 2 nights, 3 days. There will be food. The 550 includes food, food and water. You got to bring your own tent. There's 3 plant ceremonies, 4 plant ceremonies if you include Kambo. So there's Kambo, which is the frog, not psychedelic, but you purge your face off. I felt like my first thought was, this is what dying feels like physically, not mentally, but I was just like, and then I threw up yellow bile, apparently, that has all the heavy metals and toxins and all the stuff that's been sitting in your stomach for decades from the pizza you had in 2009 or some shit like that. That's the combo. Then ayahuasca is Friday night. San Pedro is Saturday. And Bufo, which is the sacred toad, is either Saturday night or Sunday morning, depending upon the flow of things. There's the shaman, and he has 4 of his squad. They play music and chant and do the hape ceremonies, which is the sacred tobacco. Facilitators, that's the word I was looking for. So there's the plant medicine teacher, and then he has his facilitators. There's like 4 or 5 of them that go around and are making sure, are guiding people individually on their journeys. Yeah, I hope I was able to let me check you guys' comments, make sure there's nothing else I left out or anything you want to share. Thank you, Agent Smith. Thank you, John Smith, for advertising all my things. At least half the things that I talk about fall under the not able to be monetized section of YouTube. So So the Patreon and the Etsy shop and the Cash App donations are all super, super helpful. I really appreciate those, you guys. Or just liking the video. Like, I'm not saying you guys got to pay it. Liking the video, sharing the videos, um, commenting on, like, all of that stuff helps my channel grow and leads to a more sustainable YouTube channel where I don't have to have like right now I have like 6 different sources of income, which is why I don't make videos as regularly as I should. Or why I don't do too many pre-recorded videos, because they take a lot. This video I shoot in an hour and a half, I'm done in an hour and a half. Another video takes me 45 minutes to shoot, it takes me 2.5 hours to edit, and then it takes me another 20 minutes to do post editing. It's just a pain in the ass. Plus a half an hour of setting up and taking down, which I don't have much space now. That's why I'm under the orange tree these days. So anywho, I just appreciate all the support you guys have been giving, because you have. Thank you guys who have supported. Someone on the Patreon is a $50 Patreon. You know, if you guys know how that works, it's basically you pay someone per month for the services they provide. It's like a subscription you get per. So my Patreon, I have it set up. $5, you get 10% off the Etsy account. If you donate $10 a month for the Patreon, you get 20% off the Etsy account. So it's like a subscription-based thing, help me help you kind of platform. Homeboy did $50 a month. That's crazy. Like I almost want to hit him up and be like, hey, homie, you don't have to do $50 a month. That's kind of I appreciate it, but I hope you're not breaking the bank by doing that, because it's incredible. I'm extremely thankful for that. All you guys, all the Patreon, even if you're doing $1 to the Patreon, like, yo, thank you too. I have a following of 12,000 people. If 2% of those people chipped in $1 a month, I would like. I would be able to move instantaneously. You know what I mean? So you guys don't have to drop a shit ton of money. I don't want you. I want things to be balanced. You know. But thank you nonetheless. I appreciate that shit from the bottom of my heart. My family appreciates that shit from the bottom of our hearts. The support from the community has been real over the past couple years, and it's awesome. It's super cool. I appreciate it the hell out of it. Hello, Jenny Pete. Nice to see you. Sarah Mono. I like your lives better. It's easier. If I would have tried to record that video on a live, it would have taken me. I stumble a lot when it pre-recorded for whatever reason. I go 20 seconds and I mess up, and I take like 5 or 6 takes per pre-recorded video to get it right. But for some reason on a live, it flows so seamlessly. That's another reason why I do lives. The information just fucking like, I don't know. It's really strange. I love it. Definitely not complaining, and I don't want to question it too much because I don't want to jinx it. So we'll leave it at that. But the lives do have a nice touch to it. Michelle Smith, you're more than welcome to join the retreat. You live in LA, I think you said, Michelle. So yeah, it's in North Santa Barbara County. It's actually right up against Santa Maria. Los Alamos, if you know where Los Alamos is. If I can describe the land to you, you're driving up the 101, and there's nothing but rolling oak hills on either side. There's a small, really quaint, Old West styled town that's kind of been hipsterized, and that's it. There's just grape vineyards as far as you can see on either side of the 101, and behind the hills on the northbound side of the freeway is where my land is. So you drive off the freeway about 5-6 miles into no man's land, and I have 10 acres of land that's just rolling hills, rolling oak hills, and that's it. It's beautiful. It's amazing, and that's where ceremony is held. I have money now. Shit, me too, Jenny Pete. That's what I like to hear. We should all have money. Alchemy of Life has money. So Alchemy of Life has its own Etsy shop. I've been slamming his gold elixir, but I'm out. I'm probably gonna need another bottle pretty soon, man. Nice. Bring the boo thing, Michelle Smith. Plus, it's really cool to meet you guys. Kevin hasn't been on a live for a while, interestingly. I need to hit him up. I don't know where he's at. But El Raymond, if you guys have seen him in the chat room, he hasn't been on in a while. he is the one who introduced me to the shaman of the retreat. So without him, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'm super thankful for that. It's amazing. Um, it's absolutely amazing. So it's nice to meet you guys. Kevin was awesome. Him and his girl were awesome. It was cool to be able to meet you guys. Hopefully John Smith makes it out eventually. I can meet you. John Smith's been helping me out behind the scenes for at least a couple of years now. Like, you guys should thank him. Michelle, if you and your boo come out, it'd be dope to meet you guys. Thank you, Naturally Blessed. Thank you. Do you have a suggested resource for LOL? LOL. LOA. Yes, the Kabbalion. Exactly what I'm talking about. The two laws that I talked about were pulled from the Kabbalion, a book written in 1911 by the three. They call themselves the Three Initiates. I took it's based on 7 principles: mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. And basically, I took those principles and I wrote my own book a few years ago where I just took the principles verbatim, but I just used modern science and sociology and goings on of the world to make them more practical. So my book it's called 7 Pillars, a Handbook for Existence, or the Kabbalion. So 7 Pillars, a Handbook for Existence is the book that I wrote. You can find it on Amazon, or you can read the Kabbalion, which is where I got at least half the information of my book I took directly from the Kabbalion, which is free online. I made an audiobook of it. Now that I mention it, give me a sec. I'll send you a link to the. Oh man, don't freeze on me. Shit, my computer might freeze again. Let me. Kabbalion audiobook. Let's see if mine pops up first. Damn, mine doesn't pop up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My book is 8 videos down on the list if you type in Kabbalion audiobook. You guys want to do me a favor? You guys should all go listen to that right now and put it on repeat and comment on it and share it so that we can get my Kabbalion video on the #1 search for Kabbalion audiobook when people look it up on YouTube. Anywho, that's another way you guys could help out my channel without a monetary support, is you could just share the hell out of certain videos, like my top videos. But here's this, if you guys want to learn law of attraction. Where was I? Oh yeah, I could just slam the SEO. I think that the SEO on my audiobooks, I did them up really well. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I should go back to that and check them. But that's a good tip, Akjari Jogan. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I'm getting hungry. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys soon. Happy Father's Day.